Well, you know, it's only one fight they talking about, and that's Spence. Whenever you're ready, I'm here.
Who you want next?
Oh, I'm gonna chill on my ranch. I just bought the ranch.
I'm the big dog at the welterweight division, and he gotta take a back seat and take that 60-40 or 7-30, whatever we give him.
Ooh, yeah!
What's going on, you guys? So, Bob Arum was on Barbershop Conversations. Shout out to Fred from Barbershop Conversations for the scoop. But he was on Barbershop Conversations, and Bob Arum pretty much revealed as to what's going on with the current situation with Terrence Bud Crawford. And yeah, he pretty much said that Kenny Porter came to his office 2 weeks ago to talk about a Crawford-Porter fight. Then out of nowhere, the idea of a tremendous site fee and the possibility of doing a Pacquiao-Crawford fight comes up. Now, there's more money in it for Terrence if he takes the Pacquiao fight, according to Bob Arum. And he said that he would prefer the Pacquiao fight over anybody else. And this is something that we already knew. Terrence Crawford been looking to fight Manny Pacquiao, since 2015, I believe. And it's just been a fight he wasn't able to get. Now it's looking like it could be a possibility. It likely would be overseas somewhere. I don't think that none of the big fights in boxing that we're looking for, the big name guys, it's going to be harder to make those fights in America due to the pandemic, right? But it says here, yeah, we're going to see what happens. And we'll know this week whether Pacquiao-Crawford can happen. If it doesn't happen, since Errol Spence clearly doesn't want to fight Crawford, I think Crawford-Porter will be a tremendous fight. Bob Arum still out here talking his shit, boy, saying that Errol Spence don't want the fight. Don't want the fight. He's going to keep harping that until Errol Spence takes the fight. You got to think that, or one would question it, after so long, Errol Spence will have to, answer that call. Because it seemed like now, after everything that transpired for the past 3.5 years, it seemed like now that fight is pretty much dead. And it seemed like Errol Spence is totally okay with it. And Terrence Crawford, the way he feels is, I'm not about to be chasing this dude around. I'm not about to make the same mistake Gennady Golovkin did with Canelo Alvarez, chasing this guy all over the place, trying to get a fight, and then this bullshit happens. He's gonna move on to the next one. Until Errol Spence is ready to fight, Crawford will be, moving on and doing other things. Then it says, Crawford wants to fight Spence, but Spence said loud and clear he doesn't want to fight Crawford, Bob Arum said. So, yeah, Bob Arum was on Barbershop Conversations talking a lot of shit. He probably had a lot of the Spence fans riled up. And, at this point, even the most diehard Spence fans got to be questioning, like, dude, are you even going to entertain this fight? Because it seemed to me like he don't even want to entertain it. He don't even want to talk about it. We learned everything we need to know about the Spence-Crawford thing when Crawford showed up to his fight with Danny Garcia, and Spence didn't even... why is he doing here? What is he doing here? He don't really care about giving us boxing fans that big fight that we really want to see. I'm sure Crawford would take the fight, if Errol Spence came to him look, man, let's go handle this business behind closed doors and let's get this show on the road. I'm sure it could happen that way. But by him coming out in the public, screaming out numbers and trying to, belittle Crawford and shit, that's not how it's going to be. That's just not how it's going to work. And Crawford's moving on from it. So we're going to find out this week whether the Pacquiao fight could happen. I hope it does. That's a big fight for Bud. It's a big fight for boxing. And it'll be interesting to see how a 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao can do against one of the pound-for-pound best guys, if not the best pound-for-pound boxer in the world today, in Terrence Bud Crawford. Also, we have the Sean Porter fight. It's a tremendous fight. Sean Porter actually wants to fight. So we got to see how this thing plays out. I know there's been a narrative that Sean Porter's ducking and he wants too much money and all this shit, but at the end of the day, people, this is these guys' livelihood. This is these guys' job. And I'm not mad at Sean Porter for wanting a little bit more, for taking that chance, because a lot of these guys, like Errol Spence, for example, he should be the one looking to fight Crawford, not Sean. Why Sean got to be the one always on the front lines to walk into the smoke first? Why he got to be the one that's got to break the door down and see who take out all the, go for the assailants first? Why he got to be that guy? You know what I'm saying? How come he can't be the big fish, the king of the welterweights, Errol Spence Jr.? You know what I'm saying? But now we go send Sean Porter out there to do it first, and then we go see how it looks, and then we'll see how that plays out. Then we may or may not be interested after that. It's a bunch of bullshit nonsense. And to be honest, Since Spence is from Texas and he has that stadium and everything down there, I really don't see why a fight with him and Crawford couldn't happen this year, but I'm going to stop beating on that drum. I'm hoping we get the Crawford-Pacquiao fight or the Crawford-Porter fight. Those are fights that your boy Bushido's looking forward to next. I'm not really, the Spence thing is just toxic at this point. So I'm looking for the Pacquiao-Porter fights, guys that actually want to fight Terrence Crawford. And we're going to see how this thing plays out. Like, subscribe, holler at your boy. Peace out.